on Martin Luther King Day to say, as we have been saying the last 3 months, the last decade, the last 75 years of oppression, that Palestinians must be free and that Israel's continuous attacks on Palestine is nothing less than a genocide that has escalated in the last 3 months, but has been going on for much longer. We are here today as within our lifetime as healthcare workers for Palestine and over 140 endorsing organizations. To say enough is enough. We are sick and tired of our tax dollars being used to kill our families back home. We are sick and tired of witnessing Palestinians be murdered with impunity, and so we are proud of the healthcare workers who stand with us today from across the country and across the world to say that anybody who calls himself a healthcare worker should be standing against the genocide in Gaza. So please give it up for our first speaker from Healthcare Workers for Palestine. New York, are we ready to shut shit down for Palestine?
Precarious and mundane, both random and calculated. In every death, every single Palestinian death, we are reminded of our own death, of our own mortality. But who produces life and death? The hospitals that once called us heroes and essential now tell us that we're replaceable. Especially if we question the hypocrisy of the so-called commitment to do no harm. They threaten us with surveillance, with expulsions, with suspensions, with blacklists, while colluding with the same institutions, bombing our colleagues across oceans, across borders we already know exist to suffocate us. But our institutions cannot blindfold us to their lies. When born into the colonial condition as the wretched of the earth, we already know our own mortality. When our own hospitals do not value the lives of those who proliferate life, it is up to us, the workers, to protect life itself. And we stand fearlessly with our Palestinian healthcare siblings. Let our grief move us not to nihilism, but to action, to victory. This is our time to assert sumud, to remain steadfast in our struggle. We refuse to accept our debts. We refuse the senseless deaths of our own patients. We refuse the deliberate targeting of Palestinian healthcare workers, targeted by the bloodthirsty Israeli and American war machines that possess no regard for life itself.
Gaza, you will rise. Please give it up for our next speaker, Rawan, from the National American Muslim Medical Student Association.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, peace be upon you. My name is Rawan, I'm Palestinian and I'm here representing AMSA. As medical students and the future of healthcare, we stand firmly with our oath to do no harm. We are past the era in which medicine was viewed as separate from global politics. As the healers of society, we will continue to demand accountability from our medical institutions who have remained silent throughout, to uphold their mission and commitment to justice and health for all, no matter where they are and no matter what color their skin is. In addition, as Muslims, we stand by Allah's command to encourage good and prevent evil. Surely one innocent life is the loss of humanity, and we've stood and watched nearly 30,000 lives be lost in Gaza. Whether they are Muslim, Christian, Jewish, man, woman, or child, nobody has been saved from the indiscriminate strikes of the Israeli government. Paid for.
لله ولو على أنفسكم أو الوالدين والأقربين إن يكن غنيا أو فقيرا فالله أولى بهما فلا تتبعوا الهوى أن تعدلوا وإن تلووا أو تعرضوا فإن الله كان بما تعملون خبيرا. I begin in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the glorious, the magnificent, the protector of all the innocent, and the one who humbles all the tyrants. And I ask him to send his peace and blessings upon our dear beloved Prophet Muhammad, the master of his servants. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran, O you who have believed, uphold justice and bear witness to God, even if it is against yourselves or your parents or your loved ones. Refrain from following your own desires so that you can act justly. And if you distort or neglect justice, God is all aware of what you want, of what you do. I wanted to come here to thank first and foremost Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Almighty God. Because as Muslims, whether we go through good or bad, difficulty or ease, the first thing and the last thing that we ever do is always to thank Him. I wanted to thank also the organizers within our lifetime and healthcare workers for Palestine for putting this together. I wanted to thank all of you for coming out after over 100 days of this continued genocide and oppression and massacre. For coming out despite the cold. For coming out despite being on your day off and having tens of other options for what to do. You chose to be here following this commandment, standing for justice. So thank you. But most importantly, after thanking Almighty God, I want to thank the Palestinian people. I want to thank them for reminding us of this sacred struggle for justice that God mentioned so many times in His holy revelations. I want to thank them for reminding us after the world has become complacent and forgotten for decades. I want to thank them that they reminded us that no matter the size of your oppressor, no matter their wealth, no matter their alliances, no matter their equipment, resistance is never futile. I wanted to thank them. I wanted to thank them for reminding us that this didn't start 3 months ago. This didn't start with the Intifada. This didn't start in 1948 with the Nakba. I wanted to thank them for reminding us that this started over a century ago when the British Empire chose to take a land that it had no right over and hand it over for colonization and occupation and oppression. I want to thank the Palestinian people for reminding us that justice is greater than all of us. For when they bury loved one after loved one.
Doctors Against Genocide. I'm the son of 2 Palestinian doctors and the grandson of Ya'qub Hawash, a Nabulsi cardiologist who led the ICU at the Nablus Government Hospital for decades. They, like so many of the doctors here and in our coalition, have sacrificed so much to preserve the health of so many. Meanwhile, our elected officials are doing so much to destroy the lives of so many. Each day with their silence, their thinly veiled lies, and their open support, they endorse, encourage, and accelerate the genocide of the Palestinian people. I want to share with you a first-person account from Dr. John Kaler, a pediatrician in our coalition currently in Rafah in Gaza. His words serve as a stark reminder of the hell on earth unleashed on the people of Gaza by the United States and Israel. In the words of Dr. Kaler, I am currently in Rafah, southern Gaza. The conditions on the ground resemble a scene in a post-apocalyptic movie. Tens of thousands of people crowded into makeshift tents. In Khan Yunis, the sound of drones, missiles, and small arms fire is the wake-up call for tens of thousands of children. They then either wait in long lines endlessly for basic essentials or walk around aimlessly. This is the refugee curse. Wait and walk and wait some more. There is currently an ever-growing outbreak of RSV-related acute respiratory illness. The most troublesome manifestation is bronchiolitis. In the past 2 days, I've seen 75 children, all under 3. The majority under 1, and a significant percentage under 3 months. All with cough, but the young ones with bronchiolitis and several with tachypnea at 80 breaths per minute. 100% of these children live in virtually non-existent. The children are vomiting and have diarrhea. From a public health perspective, the prospect of E. coli, salmonella, or worst case cholera is frightening. There are 3 proposals that are the bare minimum and are irrefutable. First, an immediate and unconditional ceasefire by the IDF. Second, an immediate cessation on the attack of healthcare facilities and our healthcare workers. Third, dramatic increase in the aid crossing into Gaza. What's coming in now is not enough. This is the single most dehumanized area I've ever seen. Camp Moria and Lesbos doesn't hold a candle to it. The Rohingya and Cox's Bazar were initially met with open arms, checkbooks, and a plethora of international NGOs. None of this exists in Gaza. The borders are hardened, and the concentration of internally displaced people is increasing by the day. Once pressed across the Egyptian border, there's nowhere else to go. An area of 175,000 now houses 1.2 million. This is unsustainable. The first step must be a ceasefire, and the agent of change is the U.S. Once again, that was Dr. John Kaler from Gaza. Now, more than ever, we must heed his call and the call of hundreds of other doctors in Gaza, especially those of the pro-Palestinian doctors who have risked and lost it all in the name of their oath to do no harm. We must raise our collective voice in uproar against this brutal assault on humanity, an assault waged by Israel and funded by the United States. The time for complacency is over. We must not wait silently while their bombings overflow hospitals to the point where there is no anesthesia, when there are no operating tables left, and surgeries being performed on bloody ground, when they bomb people's homes and then bomb them some more in hospitals, when they commit a genocide and expect healthcare workers to pick up the pieces. We cannot stand idly by as our politicians fail us. It's our duty to mobilize, whether it be in the halls of...
Every doctor around the world, every medical professional bound by this oath and each and every one of you, every person around the world with humanity, as protectors of our children, do not ever stop fighting for them. Do not ever stop fighting for peace, justice, and the protection of our planet. Do not ever think the children of Gaza are not your children. They are all our children. Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die.
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry. We will never let you die.
Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids did you kill today?
Israel bombs, USA pays. How many kids did you kill today?
Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
Biden, Biden, you can't hide. We charge you with genocide.
In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians.
In our billions, we are all Palestinians.
براه بالدم نفديك يا فلسطين.
بالروح بالدم نفديك يا فلسطين. بالروح.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Thank you.
People will be free.
Everywhere we go,
Everywhere we go.
the people wanna know
People wanna know
who we are.
who we are.
So we tell them
We tell them
we are resistant.
we are resistance.
Long live resistance.
Long live resistance.
Fighting for justice.
Fighting for justice.
And Gaza's liberation. Palestinian liberation. Congo's liberation. Haiti's liberation. Sudan's liberation. Black liberation. Yemeni liberation. Puerto Rican liberation. Everywhere we go. People wanna know who we are. So we tell them we are the people. The mighty, mighty people. Fighting for justice. Palestinian liberation. Black liberation. Today, on Martin Luther King Day, our comrades from Equality for Flatbush mobilized by organizing a Black Liberation, a Black Lives Solidarity Contingent. In support of the Palestinian struggle. And we got these people supporting here too. Working in the back. And so, it is my honor to introduce to you our next speaker, who is speaking on behalf of the Black Lives Equality for Flatbush contingent. Please give it up for Aunt Rukhsana, who is speaking on behalf of SumukASudan.org, which is a new initiative being launched soon. Hi everybody, salam. 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 We start with salam, we end with salam. That is what it's about. We're here for peace. We're here for our liberation. Palestine. I'm here on behalf of Sudanese people, on behalf of Palestine. We are all in this together. As a 20-year resident
resident of Crown Heights, I can tell you, our stories are different, our stories are heterogeneous, they're detailed, but our struggles are one and the same. We are all in a struggle for liberation against imperialism and to bring down the white supremacist machine that is killing all of us from one end of the globe to the next. The Global South movement is all in one struggle. You see it from Crown Heights, you see it in Palestine, you see it in Congo, you see it in Haiti, you see it in Sudan, you see it everywhere where their occupation still continues. Our brothers and sisters in Palestine, my people in Sudan, we have been watching and echoing your struggle for so long. Our struggles are intertwined. All of the black struggles are intertwined with Palestine's struggle. We have been in solidarity with you from the beginning, and we will not stop until we are all free. From the Nile to the sea, Palestine will be free. On behalf of Equality for Flatbush, we won't take up too much time here today. We are here to give you our support, our solidarity. There is a Pan-African flag, so if you want to march with the Black Lives for Palestine contingency, please join us. Thank you so much for having us.
Whether it's on the streets of New York City or South Africa, bringing Israel to charges of genocide in the ICJ, our black brothers and sisters have led and have paved the way with anti-black racism. And remember that the anti-black racism originates from the genocide of the African people that took place in this country alongside the genocide of the indigenous people. Because slavery, because Jim Crow, because all of this racism is a form of genocide that claimed the lives of millions and millions of a salute to all people who stand in solidarity with Palestine, particularly those who are still fighting for struggles, their own struggles, and fighting for justice for their struggle. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. We will free Palestine. Within our lifetime. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. We will free Palestine. Within our lifetime. Please give it up for our next speaker, again from Healthcare Workers for Palestine. Give it up for Mina. Israel bombs! USA pays! How many kids did you kill today? Israel bombs! USA pays! How many kids did you kill today? 11,000 kids and counting out of 30,000 Palestinians. Yes, some people will tell you the number is lower, but in reality, thousands more are still missing under the rubble. Some missing for weeks, some days, some months, and they are likely dead. 11,000 kids out of 30,000 Palestinians that have been killed in Gaza, a population of just 2 million in just the last 3 months alone. And when these kids and healthcare workers for Palestine